G'day gamers, welcome to By Design. Today I'm going to be doing a video here on Tom Clancy's The Division. We are going to be doing the daily mission Rooftop Comm Relay, and as you can see, we are at the boss portion of it. Glass hasn't spawned yet, but we are at the start portion of when all the mobs start going through to actually spawn. You'll notice that there's a couple differences here. This is the hard mode daily version of the, or daily hard mode version of this mission itself here, and basically the difference is when you do the regular version or the regular hard version, what happens is the mobs are all like, see the purple mobs here, those would all be red. So the red mobs have been replaced with purple mobs, and the purple mobs have been replaced with yellow mobs. So that's basically the difference of it. Obviously, it makes it a lot more challenging, and you can see that they're also all level 30, which again, obviously adds a lot more challenging abilities to it. However, we do have a group of 4 people, obviously all level 30 again, because we are doing a daily, and almost all of us, I think 3 out of the 4 of us, are all using mics, which with these missions helps infinitely. Like, it makes a huge difference. Almost all of us are rocking almost all premium gear and premium weapons, which again makes a huge difference. And let me tell you the difference of this to the actual, what's the other version called again? The challenging version. Wow, that thing is insanity. Every single mob in it, even the starting clearing mobs, they are all yellow. Every single thing is all yellow. They're all level 32 as well, which is just crazy. They are insanely difficult to beat. I can't wait till I get a group good enough to beat that, and that will be awesome. But I suspect that you're going to need a decent amount of high-end gear to make that happen, which none of us have yet. I think one person in this group has a piece of high-end gear, and nobody else does. So it looks like I'll be spending a lot of time in the dark zone trying to farm some dark credits to go ahead and purchase some, because otherwise I will have to wait quite a long time to purchase some using the Phoenix credits that these get from this thing here. Again, the Phoenix credits are going to be possibly the most important thing that you're going to get from these missions, because with about 110, I think it is, to 130, you'll be able to get yourself a piece of high-end gear, and the pieces of high-end gear are really nice, not even just because of the stats. You have to remember, though, that you can mod them with sometimes 2 or 3 mods into the gear as well, which makes a huge difference in the way of your gear rating and how much it can help you. You can see, again, we're clearing stuff here, and there's no problems at all. We have a really good team. 3 out of the 4 people are using their comms. They're using mics, so it's a lot easier for us to communicate with each other. And we're not quite focusing on one person, which is basically, I think the difference between this and the challenging version is going to be that with this one here, everybody can kind of almost do their own thing, like you're focusing sort of on the same mobs, but in the challenging version, there's going to be a whole lot of communication required. You're going to have to be talking to each other about every single mob that you are focusing on. It has to be focus fire to get those guys down super fast. You can see here, we are on the last wave, and Glass has spawned. He's just on my left there. With this one here, again, we ended up, usually what I would recommend with these is to go ahead and clear all the trash and all the mobs first before you go with Mr. Glass here. But with this one, we actually end up going with Glass first. And I think that's because somebody ends up calling it on the team. We're like, okay, well, why not? Why not just go for it? And I think at some point, the guy beside us here who's almost dead ends up clearing some other ads, which is generally the way that you really should do this. But either way, you can see that we did end up going for Glass first, and there's a couple other mobs here that we're going to go ahead and clear through, and that's pretty much all there is to this, guys. If you guys want to stick around, we will go through the loot that I get there, or at least see what the drops are. Nothing too spectacular, as you can see that it is green, or sorry, it's not green, it's blue. What am I, colorblind or something? Either way, it is blue gear that we get. It's nothing high-end, nothing purple, which is super unfortunate. However, just actually completing the mission itself does get you a purple piece as well. So you can see we're just going through this last guy here, and again, I can't wait to see if I can actually beat one of the challenging versions, because, man, that is going to be epic, just with the fact that it does give you a piece of high-end gear. However, just the Phoenix credits as well. It gives you a lot of Phoenix credits. I think you get 30 plus the 20 for actually completing the mission. So that'll be pretty awesome. As you can see here, we have finished it. We've beaten through everything. I'm going to go ahead and collect the loot from Glass here. And then once I do that, we're going to see that somebody ends it. And we will see Shockwave Gloves, Advanced Performance Mob. Nothing too super exciting there. We're just checking to see if there's any other loot. It doesn't look like there is. So we'll wait here and speed forward to see what we actually get from the loot from completing the mission. Again, nothing too exciting, unfortunately, without it, but hopefully we get something decent for completing. So what are we going to get here? Rapid Assault Mask. You know what? At least it is a premium piece of gear. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it useful at all, it sure would help me a lot if you guys would click that like button. Also, if you hit that bright yellow subscribe button just in the center there, that'll notify you every time I publish a new video. Thanks for watching.